Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you're new to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and today I just wanted to create a cover for an Easter journal, and I was inspired by my daughter's little organic bunnygrams here. I just saw this box and I was like, this is the perfect size for a little journal. So it measures 5¼ by 7¾ of an inch, roughly. And I saw this little bunny on the front, and I thought it was going to be perfect for an Easter themed journal. So I kind of had the idea to cut out this little bunny shape here so I could have a bunny shaped window on my cover. And then I kind of just picked out some materials that I think I might use in this journal or to cover up the journal. So this is just some ribbon that I've had in my stash. I think it's from Temu. And I was going to use this to cover up the spine. So this would be the spine here. And it's just about like the perfect size. And then I had this yellow fabric here, which I don't really work with yellow a lot, I don't think. But I don't know, this color just kind of reminded me of spring and Easter and just sunshine and happiness. So I thought maybe I would use that to cover up the covers. Because you can sort of see the box through it, I was going to take this paper and glue that down first. And this is just some regular copy paper, but when these are layered up, then you can't really see the box. So I don't know, I'm kind of just experimenting and we'll see if this works out. So first, I'm actually just going to cut apart my box here. So I'm just going to open up the bottom as well. And then I'm just going to cut along the edge here. And then I'm going to cut off this entire piece. And then I'll just cut off the extra flaps at the top here and at the bottom. Okay, so this is going to be the base of my journal. And so I'm going to attempt to cut out this bunny shape here on the front first. So I'm going to grab my little cutting mat and I'm just going to place this underneath. And I have this little tool and it just looks like a regular pen, but it cuts. So this is kind of what the tip looks like. And I can't remember where I got this. It might have been from a grabby box from last year, but you could just use an X-Acto knife as well or something like that. Now it doesn't have a little foot over here, so I'm just gonna kind of cut one out. So I'm gonna like kind of draw with my pencil here, just like a makeshift foot. Oh my gosh, that's really difficult. That really wasn't the best at cutting this, so I'm going back in here with this X-Acto knife. Yay! There we go. So there's my little bunny. And I'm gonna keep this little cutout in case I need it. So I think what I'm gonna do next now is just cover this up with my white copy paper here. So I'm just gonna use my regular glue, and I'm really just gonna cover the front and the back here. I don't really need to cover the spine. So I'm just gonna use my regular glue here. And I've just cut some sheets down here. And they are just slightly smaller than the actual cover because my fabric here is slightly smaller than the actual cover. So I'm gonna end up cutting this in half. So I'll have like one piece that will just go over top like this. So let me just start with this paper first. And then I'm going to just try to wrap the paper around the back here. So I'm going to just poke a little hole and kind of just cut this. Just in like random spots. So I can kind of just try to wrap this around the edge here. Okay, and then I'll just kind of try to shape it a little bit, give it some more rounded edges in certain spots. This doesn't even have to be perfect because I'm just going to cover it up with the fabric as well. But I think that's good enough. It looks like a bunny, right? Okay. So those are all set. I'm gonna bring my fabric over here and just cut it in half where there's already that crease. this piece is going to go over here. This one's going to go over here. And I'll probably line the edges here with trim or something else. So this is just how it's going to look. So I'm going to start here on the front cover, and it's going to go slightly over my spine, I think. So I'll just pop a little bit of glue on the spine here. And just right over the white paper. And I'll do the back. So I'm pretty much going to do the same thing with my little bunny here that I did with the paper. And I'm going to just wrap the fabric around the shape there. So hopefully that works out. Well, that was quite messy, but there's my little bunny, and I'm probably still gonna have to do a few little adjustments here and there, but I think it came out cute. Not too bad for not really knowing what I was gonna do with this. So I'll kind of just do the same thing and try to round out any of these edges. I really like how that came out. I am going to have to adjust it a little bit more because there are some loose threads here and there, but I'm just going to wait for it to dry completely. And then for the spine, I was going to put this ribbon, and there are some yellow roses on here, so I kind of want to put those, or put a lot of those on the spine. So maybe I'll put like this section of it on. And place this right down the middle. And I'll just cut off some of the excess here. I'm going to leave a little bit hanging off the edge for now. But so far, this is what we have. Okay, on my edges, which I've already kind of glued because I tried to put pom-pom trim around the edge, but then I didn't like it. So I don't know. I'm just trying to use what I have and really not buy more supplies. So I'm probably just going to do this trim here, which is from the Dollar Tree. And this is just going to cover up my borders here. I think I'll just do that. If I happen to change my mind later on, I'm sure I could probably just tear this off somehow. But yeah, I'm just too indecisive right now. And you can still kind of see some of the color from the snack box, but I don't mind that. So it'll look something like this. I could even put another piece down this edge as well, but I don't know. I'm just gonna do those edges for now. I'll do the back as well. So today I'm just going to be covering up the inside now. And I was thinking of turning this part into a shaker, but I'm just feeling kind of lazy today. So I'm just going to stick this little vellum sheet behind my bunny. And I don't know, I really like the polka dots. So I am probably just going to do that. On the inside here, I'm just going to pop some glue just all around my little bunny here. Okay, I messed up my first little vellum sheet, so I have a slightly bigger sheet that I'm gonna put over top instead. And I'm actually going to do it this way because I want to make sure it looks the way that I want it to look on the outside here, which I know is like, it's just polka dots, but I want them to just look good. Like, I want them to be in a good position. So I think that's good. So I'm going to just press this down now and then just glue down any other areas that are not sticking. Okay, next I've cut out 2 sheets of paper here for the insides. And what I'm gonna do for this one here is I'm gonna have to cut out this little bunny shape over here. So that's why I kept my little cutout there. And let's see. These are just slightly smaller than the pages once again because I'm going to just line the borders with the same trim that I used on the front. So what I'm going to do is just grab some washi tape and kind of just tape this down. And see over on this side where I'm going to have to cut out the bunny. So I'm just going to grab a pencil and I'm going to go in between the cover here and the back of my paper. And I'm just going to kind of trace the outline of the bunny, or try to at least, on my cardstock. Okay, so I don't have to trace the whole bunny, but I just wanted to put at least the placement of one part of the bunny so that I know where to cut my paper. So now because I have this little cutout, I can just trace around him. And then I can just cut out this shape. And it doesn't have to be neat at all. Wait, I forgot to do the ear over here. Wow, today is just not my day to film. Okay, so let me take this off. And I'm just going to cut out this bunny shape. Okay, and I'm just going to see how this looks. I want to make sure that it's not showing through the front, so it should be good. And I'll just place this right around my bunny. And again, I just want to make sure that I can't see it from the front. So this should be good. And now I can just do the back, which is going to be easy peasy. I'm just going to glue this sheet down. All right. So that's going to be the inside. And I'm probably just going to take the same ribbon from the spine and put that in the middle here as well. And then I'll take the same trim from the Dollar Tree and I'll probably just go around all of the edges with that. So there we have our inside and our outside. I don't know, I just really like the combination of yellow and green. It just really reminds me of spring. And then I also had the idea to use some of these white pipe cleaners. I mean, I have so many of these. So I thought I might glue these down around the outline of the bunny here, just so we don't have these weird edges showing. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I was just thinking that could be something that I could do. So I'm going to try that and see if that works out. So I'm literally just going to pop some glue around the edge of my bunny here and just wrap this little pipe cleaner around it so that I make the shape of my bunny. Now this is going to take me a very long time. Okay, that did take me quite a while, but I like how it came out. I'm still gonna kind of try to adjust it to cover up the edges a little bit more if I can, but it's like a fluffy white bunny. And then I just want to make sure that nothing's showing from the front. So that's going to complete my journal cover for this Easter themed junk journal. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more crafty fun and inspiration, and to see the final flip through of this journal as well. And I'll see you all in my next video. Happy crafting and huge hugs!